go. Back at you with another episode. Like, share the video, and all that good stuff, man. What up, Mike? Back at it, man. It's official, like a referee with a whistle. So like and share the video. You know, looks like everything went out. A lot of people say they don't be getting notices, man. You know what I'm saying? What up, James Brown? What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Yeah, a lot of people, they be blocking me on YouTube. That's nothing new. That's been going on. I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just keep it pushing. People that see it, they don't catch the live, they'll catch the playback. It's all good. I be getting some weird messages when I come on, y'all. What's the free app called next over? Yeah, I'm not downloading no app. Everybody wants you to download their app. That later. But yeah, I just was able to get in. Oh, yeah, you got to get in when you can get in, Mike. Because sometimes you might not get no alerts, no notice. Wait, the internet is acting weird now. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know why that is. I paid the bill, man. What the hell going on, man? Now, the internet acts like this every time I come on live. It never does this when I'm just sitting around chilling, just doing random shit on the internet. Only when I'm on live is when the internet acts and behaves like this. So I don't know if it's an internet thing or a service thing. I don't know. But I know I haven't had no internet problems the whole day up until I just came on here. I know how shit works online. I know how things work online. It's not just as everything is not black and white like a lot of people make it seem. Even the rules that they lay out, as far as YouTube goes and their policies, everything is not black and white. We don't live in and that's another thing. We don't live in a black and white world where everything is like this or like that. It doesn't work like that. It's just not a black and white world where it's this or that. It's not. What about the in between the lines? That's the part that no one wants to really talk about. And that's why and this leads me up to my conversation tonight. Because everybody has been on a job where, and it goes outside the job, but the job is a good example of what I'm talking about. Everyone has been on a job or seen or had somebody tell them, hey, I love you, man. People throw that word around a lot. Hey, I love you. I love you this. I love you that. But why are they saying it? Do they love you as a human being? Or heck, do they even love you as a person? What is it based on? Is it based on you doing a good job? Are you a team player, like some people like to say? I mean, what is it really based on? People throw that word around. Oh, I love you, man. I love. They say that on the job a lot. And something else they say on the job a lot. Nice to see you. Oh boy, you know when you hear that on the job, nice to see you. You know it's some bullshit. You know it's some bullshit. Nice to see you. That's bullshit. And see, what I've learned by working so many jobs is that most people on these jobs, and when I say most people, I'm talking about the people that, they run the show. They the people that are in charge of these companies and the workspace on these jobs. They have a business relationship and a personal relationship with you. And they tend not to mix them both. So when somebody says, I love you on the job, that don't really mean. It don't mean what you think it means. It don't mean when the same thing when your family say they love you. It's not the same thing. That's because you might work a job for 5-10 years or something like that, right? Or maybe less. You might have a pretty decent relationship with everybody there. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You don't have a working relationship. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But you might be thinking that you might be taking it personal. You might be thinking that, hey man, this person might really like me. They my friends for real, right? And it ain't so in most cases. 99% of the time, that ain't the case. Y'all have a working relationship, a business relationship, and that's just what it is. Yeah, they might invite you over to the house, to the cookout, or invite you over for dinner during the holidays, because maybe your family stay a long way, and they know you might not be going out of town. So yeah, they might invite some of your coworkers might invite you over to their house during the holidays. They might feel pity for you. They might feel pity for you in some type of way. But don't get it twisted. Don't be thinking that this is some personal relationship that y'all have. It ain't so. And the same thing goes for your relationships outside of work with some women as well. The same rules apply. Just because a woman hangs out with you every so often or have sex with you every so often, that really don't mean much until proven otherwise. Now that might sound kind of crazy because some people will say, well, why the hell a woman would lay down with a guy so many times, y'all going at it, knocking it out of the park, tearing the room up. Why the hell would a woman, and this might go on for months, years, 2-3 years, straight up booty call. Y'all might not ever go to a bar for a drink or go someplace and eat. It's just you go over there or she come over your spot, fucking leave. This might go on for years. Now, do she have feelings for you? Oh yeah, you better believe it. There's always going to be some feelings. But that don't necessarily mean she wants a relationship with you or she would even consider having a relationship with you. You know, that's why I say until proven otherwise, this woman might not even care about you. You're just a good time to her. You're just a good time to her. Fun. Everybody likes having fun until it's time for some form of boundary or commitment enters the room. Then it's like a different ball game now. Everybody likes having fun now, oh, including me. I like having fun too. But I'm a realist. I'm a realist. I'm not naive to the situation. Because if we just having fun, I take it for what it is. I don't try to change the relationship as is based on how I feel. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people will do that. A lot of people will, they'll meet somebody, they'll just be smashing for 3 months, 6 months, probably a year. And all of a sudden, they want to change up. They want to be like, hey, well, where are we going with this? Or you know them questions that when a lot of women start asking, where is this going? You know? And that's usually where the relationship ends. When someone start asking those types of questions. But me, on the other hand, I'm not motivated to change anything. If it starts off being one way, that's probably the way it's going to stay. I don't really I don't change up anything. Because I've tried that in the past. Tried to change up, relationship based on, well, this person is my best friend, and they know everything about me, my ins and outs, and how bullshit. So maybe the person from my soulmate, all this bullshit they be saying, is standing right in front of me. Just that type of bullshit. A lot of women be talking. And then they'll agree to sleep together. Or go on, first they'll go on a date first, an official date first. And then they'll go to some exotic, some hotel, somewhere away from home, basically. And then they'll sleep together, and the shit turned out whack. Horrible. In most cases, it's going to end up awkward and horrible. And even if it does end up well that night, down the line, they start having problems. And they can't get past the problems. And that's where the relationship ends. Now, you don't have no relationship now. You don't have no relationship. Y'all not even friends no more. Y'all not even talking no more. That's why I don't change the relationship. I keep it the way it is. Because now, y'all don't have no relationship now. Y'all don't even talk no more. When y'all see each other, y'all don't say nothing now. It's kind of like the person is a fucking stranger now. And that's the mistake that a lot of people make. They want to start off one way and try to end up in an entirely different place. Most of the time, it don't work out that way. It usually don't. I've seen it. I've seen plenty of those relationships and those relationships. I've tried it, didn't work. I tried it twice, it didn't work. It don't, and I've seen other people try it. It usually don't work. It don't. And see, here's the thing: when it comes to males and females being friends, even that's complicated. The only way a man and a woman can be friends is usually two ways. And it's really on the guy if he wants to be friends with that woman. So I'm gonna use myself as an example. The only reason I would want to be friends with a woman, I just ain't attracted to her. That's what it is. I ain't attracted to her, and I know it would never work if we were to get together in some type of physical way. It would be a fucking disaster. I know it would be a disaster. So it's okay for us to be cordial and be friends, and that's it, right? And now she probably make she probably have a lot of I would say she might be a pretty decent person to be around. She might like be one of the guys. You know what I'm talking about. There's some women are very tomboyish. You know, they fun to be around as far as she's like one of the boys, one of the guys. So that, and plus, along with being one of the guys, even though she's a tomboy, she might know people. She can make shit happen. You know, so I would be friends with a woman like that. You know, and she might not be the most attractive physically. She might not be the most attractive woman in the world, and that's fine. I can live with that. You know, I got a problem with that. And then the other reason why I would be friends with a woman is some of these women just have too much baggage. So once I get to know her, I'll be like, she might be a little too loose. I mean, it could be anything. Maybe something she said completely turned me off. You know, who knows? And I'd be like, you know what? She loosey goosey. Yeah, that's true. You know, but my grandmother told me everyone can be used, just don't misuse them. So I'd be like, you know what? Maybe I'll keep her around for a while, or as long as I can. Maybe we can make some money together. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? So those are usually the two reasons why I would be friends with a woman. And see, the boundaries have to be set by the guy, though. And I'm going to tell you why. Because a lot of women, if the boundaries are not set by the guy, it ain't going to be set by the woman. I'm going to tell you right now. Because over time, months, years, shit, y'all might be sipping some damn drinks one night. Or she might be sipping on some drinks by herself. And she might send you some old weird text. Or she might say something to you in person. You'd be like, what? What the hell are you talking about? We ain't getting down like that. It ain't ever happening. That's why you as the guy have to establish boundaries. Because the women, they're not gonna do it. They'll start feeling a certain type of way. and they move off emotions anyway, for the most part. So they'll change up, get that alcohol in them, and you be like, what the hell? What you doing, girl? You know, it'll be one of those types. You be like, hey, she just made a move on me, man. You know, no, come on, man. I hope not. It'll be like that. So, you know, and a lot of times, a lot of this comes from women being bored. When they get bored, you know, they just be doing shit. And a woman being bored, that ain't got nothing to do with you as a person. That's an internal thing. You know, it's like if a woman call you and be like, "Hey, I'm bored. What you doing?" Well, I don't want you. I don't want to be around you if you're bored. Nah, no, no. That ain't your job to make people feel good about themselves and make them happy. No, that's an internal thing. You know, and I've learned over the years is if someone's not happy or if someone's bored all the time, they probably gonna be like that for the rest of their life. There's nothing you can do about that. Yeah, y'all hang together, y'all might have y'all moments. She might have her moments hanging with you, but it ain't your job to make people happy and make them feel good about themselves and make them feel like there's a better way and all. No. Everyone has to come in and play their position. See, that's why with relationships you have two people come together like a vessel, like a ship. And y'all supposed to be going somewhere together, like rowing the boat, like back in the day. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to have an agenda when the two people merge and come together. It's kind of like two companies that merge together and they form a relationship. It's the same thing with people. That's how it's supposed to be. But usually it don't work like that. Usually you have one person is thinking with the right mindset. The other person is thinking like, shit, how's this person going to help me live a better life? How's this person going to help me pay the bills? How's this person going to get me out of the hood, out of the ghetto or some shit? How's this person going to get me out of poverty? It's that type of shit. So you have one person with the right mindset, the other person with the lack mentality. And that's why the relationships usually don't last. Because they came in with bad intentions. It wasn't genuine. They didn't really like the person as a human being. It was kind of like, okay, I'm going to basically settle with this guy. I don't really like him. I mean, I ain't really sexually aroused by him, you know, but he's a good catch. I got introduced. I got hooked up. So now I know he wants to be with me. I know he likes me. So I'm going to settle. And that's not a good deal for a woman. That's not a good deal. Now, I understand a lot of women want to get out of them streets, get out the club, get off the dating market because it's rough out here. But that's not a good strategy for you to just take a bad deal like that. A guy that you're not attracted to, don't get aroused, he don't even get your panties wet. So that's not good if you're a woman. Only way you get your only way your panties get wet is it has to be another guy on the side. See that's not good. See, when it's like that, the woman's gonna cheat. There's a good chance that woman's gonna cheat on that guy, unless she's religious or she becomes religious, a Christian or Muslim or something like that, or Jew or something like that, and the religion will suppress her sexuality. That's religion will help suppress her sexually because she knows she ain't attracted to this guy. So she has good intentions, but not the right intentions, I would say. You know, she wants to do the right thing, but probably don't know how to go about doing the right thing. So everything becomes like a Band-Aid. It's like, okay, do I have to, if I commit to this religion, this probably going to help me, maintain my mind, because, I want to have sex all the time with the side dude, but I can't have sex no more with the side dude because I got married, and I don't want to get caught and lose every goddamn thing. So it's like kind of like a woman has like on one side there's a guy saying, "Hey, I gotta get some dick." I'm over here, struggling, suffering in silence over here. He busts off in 2 minutes, and I ain't getting nothing out of it, right? Now, and on the other side, it's kind of like, do the right thing. Take care of your family. Take care of your kids. Sex ain't everything. You got a good man. It's like that. Women have like two things going on at one time. That's funny. That's usually how it go for real though. That's usually how it go. And it's but that's the predicament that a lot of women find themselves in. And when they cheat on the guy, they'll justify it. They'll say, "Well, he wasn't satisfying me. I ain't attracted to him no more. She was never attracted to him in the first place. That's the truth. She was never attracted to that guy in the first place. I ain't attracted to him no more. She was never attracted to him in the first place. From day one, she wasn't attracted to him. She settled. She settled because she could have a better way of life or whatever. That's why you have a lot of couples that they might be in some type of open relationship, or they might be swingers. And a lot of women will, believe it or not, a lot of women introduce these guys to that type of lifestyle, the swinger lifestyle, or being in an open marriage, open relationship. Women actually introduce these guys to that relationship, and because she knows that she ain't really into that guy like that. Because 9 times out of 10, if a woman is really into a guy, she ain't gonna want no other woman to put hands on him. She ain't gonna want no other guy to put hands on him. It usually don't work like if you got something good, you ain't trying to let nobody else get their hands on him, because shit, that could be it. You could lose it all. That's usually how it go. But and there are always exceptions to the rule, but for the most part, for most couples, for most women, they're not gonna be down with their husband sleeping with another woman that they know about. No, they ain't. The only way that would work in most cases is if she just really ain't into the guy like that. So smash the like button. That's usually how it go. That's why if you hear a couple's a swinger or in an open relationship, it's because somebody's not being fulfilled. Now, they might dress it up and say, oh, we've been together for 20, 30 years and we're madly in love with each other. Yeah, they might be in love with each other. They might care about each other. But they might not be sexually, they might not get sexual, they might not be sexually attracted to each other, which is an entirely different thing um, versus caring for somebody. Or, that's entirely different. You can care about somebody without being sexually attracted to them. You know what I'm saying? You can just care about them as a human being. But you might not want to have sex with them. You just don't get stimulated by them. This is why some people, before they have sex, they got to have a drink or some shit like that. Or they got to get high, sniff some cocaine, or pop some ecstasy or some shit like that. They got to get high. They got to be out of their minds. They can't be sober because that ain't going to work. Because if they ain't high or drunk or at least drinking something, even if it's a beer or a shot of liquor, they ain't going to get stimulated. And they probably, shit going to be all dried up. I mean, it's horrible, man, but it's true. This shit happens. It happens a lot, too. That's the bad thing about it, And I've met some of these couples that have situations like that, where it's like they don't really know what to do about it. The logical thing to do, some people would say, is just get a divorce, right? But get a divorce, and what they gonna do when they get a divorce? Go back dating? Man, some of these damn people been married for so long, or been staying together or living together for so long. Man, this bitch look like a hot mess. This bitch 50 to 100 pounds overweight. The guy, he got a big ass belly. His big ass belly, he got shit. Plus he's sick. He popping some pills. He probably got high blood pressure or some shit. He ain't in the best health. She's overweight. She look like she's smash the like button. She's her skin shriveled up like a road map. Man, if they get a divorce, man, ain't nobody fucking with them like that. That's the truth. That's why they don't get a divorce. That's why they just kind of go along to get along, because they know if they had to get back out in these streets, it's cold-blooded out in these streets. It's cutthroat out here. If they had to get out in the damn streets, they ain't getting shit. They know it and I know it. Because it's cold-blooded out here. Only the strong survive out here. Shit. I know. Only the strong survive out here. So you got a couple that's been together for 15, 20, 30 years, and they you want them to get a divorce and have to date again? Man, that'll be a fucking disaster for them. I mean, the best, a woman, let's take a 50-year-old middle-aged woman, 50, 55. She's back out there dating again. This bitch ugly. Hey, look, it looks is subjective, I know. But ain't nobody checking for her. It's like, you look at her, you be like, oh, it's rough here. You looking at, you trying to find something that's attractive to you about her. You talk to her, that ain't it. You physically, you look at her, that ain't it. She don't stimulate your mind at all. There's nothing about her that's attractive. You'd be like, damn. Oh God, I see why this bitch got a, I see why her husband got a divorce from her. This bitch is bored, is shit. You know, it's just like, and broken. It's nothing, oh God. You know, now, he could, he's probably gonna have to, make some changes. The way he think, um, probably have to lose some weight. Um, probably have to talk better. You know, because you talk good, you look good, you eat good. You know, all that makes a difference. You know, you start to vibe differently once you get out. So a guy, a middle-aged guy, more than likely he'll be all right. As long as he got making pretty decent money, or maybe he's well off. That's even better. You know, because maybe he gets a divorce and the kids are grown. You know, he don't got no child support. At best, well, at worst, I don't know, best or worst, however you want to see it. He probably got alimony for a year or two, which ain't that bad. You know what I'm saying? They probably agreed to split everything up or whatever. Maybe he let her take the house, he move on. Or maybe they got multiple houses. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? He take one, she take one house, and that's cool. The kids are grown. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that much of a hit financially for him. You know? She got her car, he got her car. So he can move on. You know what I'm saying? And 9 times out of 10, he knows somebody. Maybe he got some type of friend or something like that that he could get introduced to. 9 times out of 10. You know, that's usually how it works. But if it's a woman, a middle-aged woman, that, you know, if she look halfway decent, depending on where she lives at, she might be able to get some dates, right? But 9 times out of 10, these guys ain't gonna really take her seriously. Because she's still 55 now. She's still 55. She might look good, but she's still 55. So, and how old is these guys gonna be? If she 55, most guys in the 50s ain't looking for a 55-year-old woman. Most guys that's in the 50s is looking for a younger woman. So, a guy might hit it, but he ain't gonna really be sticking around like that. That's the thing. She might be looking to, settle down again. But most 50-year-old guys ain't really trying to settle down with a 50-something-year-old woman. 9 times out of 10, she's gonna have to be younger. Could be 5, 10 years younger. Or younger than that. But I would say that's pretty common. It's like for me. I ain't looking, I would never date a 55, 60-year-old woman. I would never do it. I would never even spend a lot of time around them. Unless it's some type of business or something like that. Or making some type of money together or something like that. But for the most part, I usually spend my time around people that's younger than me. That's pretty common. That's not unusual for most guys. Because a lot of older women, unfortunately, have a lot of baggage. A lot of older women have a lot of baggage, like psychological baggage. Yes, a lot of it's psychological too. I'm not even talking about the kids they have. I'm not even talking about that. That's just coming with it. If older women have kids, Yeah, I'm not even holding that against. I'm not even holding that against a woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking like psychological type of stuff she might have dealt with, or probably never dealt with, or some stuff she might have went through with her previous husband or something like that. And she's bringing that shit to you, to the new guy. You know what I'm saying? And you like, what the hell? You know, and you might not be ready for that. If you're the new guy that she's meeting, and she's been married for what, 20, 30 years, this one guy, and ain't no telling what the hell they've been through. You know, ain't no telling. You know, she's trying to treat you the same way that she treated her ex-husband. And you might not like that shit. You be like, man, what the hell? Yeah, I ain't down with all that shit. You know, she come over to your house, start rearranging shit. You be like, what the hell you doing? I don't want this shit changed up. She start rearranging the whole damn kitchen, rearranging the whole damn room. And you might have left her there. She might have stayed overnight, right? And you woke up and went to work the next morning, and you told her, hey, you can stay here because she don't work. You know, she ain't had to work that day. So you might have went to work, came back home, the whole damn apartment, whole damn house rearranged. You be like, hey man, probably didn't say anything, but you be like, oh, okay. Kitchen rearranged. And now it could look better. You know, your room rearranged. It could be better. But at the same time, you be like, look, I ain't wanted you to do all that shit now. You trying to make yourself a home, a new home, some shit. You know, because she did this with her ex-husband. You know, this was something that maybe her ex-husband was a fucking slob. So she don't got a problem with cleaning up behind you. You know? So you be like, man, come on. This old bro. And then, you know, after some time, you be like, she's just good for sex. She's good for a good time. That's really it. You know? Because there's nothing that she's doing that you can't get from another woman that's younger or older. Because, you know, she just come in, give you some good sex, and that's pretty much it, and she gone. So she ain't doing nothing different than anybody else. You know, she can't, because maybe she's seen what you into. Maybe you in the business or making more money or whatever, right? She can't help you do any of that stuff. She don't know nothing about it. You know, she can't like make things easier for you. She don't know nobody. So it's kind of like she just good for sex. You know, basically, you know. Now, if the opposite was true, maybe she do know people that can help you do certain things. And maybe she volunteered or got on the phone and said, hey, I got my friend Whoop-de-Doo, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to do this and trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? Could you help out or at least talk to him, or maybe y'all can work something out to, you know, to help out or whatever, to the best of your ability or whatever, you know? Now we're talking, you know? But if that ain't the case, she's just another old broad. That's it. He's just good for sex. That's really it. Especially if he's a younger guy. If he's a younger, let's say she's 50 and he's 40. You know, it's kind of like, she might look good, yeah, but he might want kids. She probably already have kids already. So kind of like we're not even in the same place. You know, you had kids already. She had kids already. You want kids. You ain't having no kids with her. She not even thinking about having no more kids. She might can't. So it's kind of like y'all in completely different places. So if you're gonna spend time around her, it's going to be just for a good time. I mean, just logically speaking, really. And that's not a bad thing. That's just, it is what it is. You know? And y'all don't have to necessarily love each other. It don't necessarily, she might care about you. Maybe, maybe not. You know? But probably not, you know, in most cases. You know? And the thing that you should be careful with, and the same thing pertains to being on the job. When people say, "Oh, I love you," this and that, and they be throwing that shit around or whatever. See, when things are going well, people always say they love you, right? But when things are not going so well, then where did the love go? Where did the love go? Where did the love go when you told me you had to let me go on the job? Where did the love go when you cheated on me? And you justified it. Where did the love go? I'm going to get deep on this one. I'm going for the jugular. Where did the love go when you gave me a STD? Oh! Ooh. Yes, sir. You gave me a STD. Where was the love then, man? Come on, man. Where did the love go? You gave me a STD, man. You had me dripping around this motherfucker. I got burned, man. Where did the love go then? You know? Where did the love go when you put me on child support? Because you was mad and bitter because the shit didn't work out between us. So instead of we working things out amongst ourselves, you choose to go behind my back. And I get a notice in the mail saying I gotta go to the court. And you be like, hey, what the hell is this? And you call her, hey, did you put me on child support? Some shit, I gotta go to damn court. I've been summoned to go to court. And she be like, yeah, I did it. My mama told me to do it. It's that type of bullshit. Where did the love go then? You stabbed me in the back. Then you gave me an STD. You fired me on the job. You said you had to let me go because of whatever reason. And I was one of your best employees on the job. But you told me you had to let me go because I wasn't producing the way I used to. And I've been doing the same goddamn thing for 3 years. I haven't fell off at all. It's kind of like a football player. You know how they do in football? When let's say you're a top player. Oh, I got a good example. Let's say you're what's that dude name that got traded today? Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, what's that guy name that got traded today? He's a good example. For Buffalo. Hold up. I'm gonna Google that shit. He's a good example of what I'm talking about, boy. Let me see. what's his name? Uh, Let me look at the latest. Uh, Stephon Diggs. Yeah, Stephon Diggs. Check this out. Stephon Diggs is a good example of this. Now, he's one of the best receivers in the NFL, right? But they stopped throwing him the ball. Last season, they wasn't throwing him the ball like they usually do, right? Right? This is the game this is the game that's being played. It happens a lot on jobs too. They'll say, "Oh, he ain't producing. He ain't got enough catches. His productivity fell off, right?" Well, I'm like, yeah, it fell off. You ain't throwing me the damn ball like you usually do, right? And then they'll say, well, he's a diva. Well, wait a minute. Your numbers is low. So they'll use the lack of lack of catches against you. But if you ask for the ball, they'll say you're a diva. So I'm like, which one is it? Do you want me to get the ball so I can make plays so we can win games? Or what? Because it seems like they use what you do best against you. Now, if Stephon Diggs would have stayed with Buffalo next season, he wouldn't have been getting the ball. And next season, they would have to pay him, either extend or a new deal or whatever, right? But they didn't want to do that because they done gave the white boy all the money. So they knew they had to get rid of him. They ain't getting rid of the quarterback. But what they'll do, they'll justify the lack of him being a producer on the field because he ain't getting the ball enough. And that's how the game is being played out here. They'll say it used to be. But no, he ain't getting the ball. If I ain't getting the ball, it don't matter how fast or slow I am. I can't produce if I can't get the damn ball. Especially if we losing. See, people move the goalposts as they see fit. So see, I don't even play that game. I don't even get caught up in that game. So Stephon Diggs did the right thing to ask for a trade. He did the right thing. He'd been asked for a trade before, but he did the right thing. Because if he didn't ask for a trade, they would have destroyed his career. He would be getting paid less money in the future if he would have stayed with Buffalo, because they would have sabotaged him like they do a lot of these receivers, a lot of these players, just like they're doing the running backs. But the running backs, they devalue the running backs in the NFL. They'll say, well, you're not running like you used to. Well, yeah, because I ain't getting the damn ball. That's why. Give me the damn ball, and then I'll do better. But they don't, because they really want an excuse not to pay you. So that's the game. And now, through all of this, when they give you the ball all the time, and once you start producing and getting touchdown, I love you, man. They'll say that bullshit, right? But once your numbers start going down, and once you start saying, hey, man, how come I ain't got the ball? We needed to score a touchdown. We would have won if you gave me the ball at the end of the game. Throw me the damn ball if you want to win. Now, if you voice your opinion and say something, then you become a distraction now. Then you become a diva now. And now they want to get rid of you now. So you can't it's best to move on, in my opinion, in situations like that. But where was the love when you stopped giving me the ball? You stopped throwing me the ball. I thought they loved Stephon Diggs. When he was getting the ball, making all his money, no problem. But when they don't want to pay, they stop throwing him the ball. His numbers go down, then they use that against you. Where's the love with that? Where is the love with that? That ain't no love, man. That ain't no love. That's kind of some fake love. That's kind of, like I said, that's just business. That's a business relationship. That's a working relationship on those jobs or as an employee. It ain't personal. The real relationships or the personal relationships are the ones with your family or the people you went to high school with that you've been close to for all these years. People that really know you. Those are the personal, the real relationships. Somebody you just met, somebody you work with, y'all not really friends. They don't really love you. Y'all just work together. And that's okay. So when they start throwing around, oh, I love you, man, this and that, that shit ain't real. Man, I don't care how many times she slept with you. That shit ain't real. You a booty call, she fuck the hell out of you every time. It's been going on for 6, 12, 2 years. She might have licked you up and down, upside down, everywhere. But it's a booty call. That's it. Now, does she like you? Maybe so. But that ain't got nothing to do with love. That's all I'm saying. Now, could it turn into something later? It's possible. But it probably won't. But, like I said earlier, me personally, I don't want it to change. I want the relationship to stay the way it is. How it start is how it's going to be, how it's going to finish. But that's just me. That's just me, though. That's how I get down. I don't want to start one way and change up after a certain amount of time. No, I want it to stay away. If we're going to be friends, we're going to be booty calls, we're going to be have a working relationship, that's how it's going to stay forever. Forever, forever, ever, forever, ever. Yep. And stay away from bored women, bored people. That ain't your job to entertain them. If they want to be entertained, go to the damn show. The comedy club is down the street. In every major city, damn near. The Comedy Zone. That ain't your job to be some goddamn comedian. Or make them laugh and make them laugh and all the time. That ain't your job. You're not, unless you want to be an entertainer. Hey, knock yourself out. I don't. So if a woman calls me and says, hey, what you doing? I'm bored. I say, I'm bored too. Shit. Nah, don't call me. I'm hanging up the phone. I don't want to hang around nobody that's like that. You know? So, hey, like, share this episode. Hey, don't forget to check out my Patreon. You know? click the link below this video. So that's all I got. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.